Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and I am going to be showing you something that I picked up earlier today and I actually built with my son. This is actually a new workbench, and it's a multi-purpose workbench, and that's actually something that really fit one of my particular needs. Let me go ahead and show it to you guys. Here it is. I'll stand back so you guys can see some of it. Maybe I can get it on frame. There it is, all the way to the top. Now, one thing that I've always been battling ever since I started doing videos is where to do the videos. I always needed a quiet place, and I always needed something that was comfortable, whether it had a nice background or something like that. And I found that a black background is it's always a good option to do that. And also, I recently started doing different projects and things like that. And I never really had an actual space to be able to do that. I always had to end up either, finding a counter or something like that to be able to do it. And I was at my local Harbor Freight today, and I saw this particular workbench, and it was $99. And they actually had a 20% off coupon. So after taxes and everything, it came out to be about $85. Again, you do have to assemble it yourself, but it's not very difficult. The instructions are fairly easy to follow. There is one or two steps that towards the end, when I got to them, I said, wow, they could have definitely improved on that. And that's because after you tighten some screws, you actually have to unscrew them to add other pieces to it. So, it's kind of one of those things that you learn as you go. So let me just give you a little bit of a tour. Obviously in the bottom here, you do have this shelf, which fits a lot of stuff very nice. Just have some tools and stuff like that, some really easy to reach stuff, and then some empty boxes in the back, which I just use to ship stuff. It sits about, I'd say, about a foot off the floor, which is really nice. Maybe 10 inches off the floor. That way, if this floods or anything like that, I don't have to worry about that. You do get two drawers, and because this is going to be a multi-purpose workbench, which is exactly what it is, but that's exactly what I'm going to be using for. This is going to be a station for me to do reviews on, and it's also going to be something to do different projects and stuff like that. So the way that I have the drawers designed is on this side, I just have a couple items that I have to review. So this is kind of like my to review drawer. And then right now, this one is just kind of like a junk drawer. It's just just storing a couple of different things that I've already reviewed, or some different things that I use and stuff like that. Now, these black liners, I did put those in, so those don't come with it. It's just kind of bare wood on the bottom. So just keep that in mind. If you do pick it up, then you want to go ahead and pick that up, you can do so also. I really like the big countertop here. It's about 4 feet by 2 feet. So you have a lot of space. As you guys see here, I just have a couple things that I'm going to be either using for reviews or for different projects that I'm doing. And then I just have this other area right here pretty much open to be able to do reviews on or work on and things like that. And, I have a lot of room, which is really nice. Again, it's 4 feet across and then 2 feet on the length right here. Then obviously in the back, you have this really nice pegboard. Another thing to note is it does not come with any of the hooks. You do have to buy those separately, but they had a bundle package. I think it was like 50 hooks for like $7 or something like that. So I went ahead and picked that up too. And I by no means have a lot of tools and stuff like that. I just have your basic tools that you would need for basic things. I do have a couple other toolboxes. I have wrenches and things like that in them, but these are the ones that I pretty much use on a regular basis. So that's what I decided to go ahead and put up there. Now, one thing that I do want to show you guys is this lamp right here. This is not part of the desk either. This is actually a lamp that I picked up at IKEA. It's about $9. It's kind of like an architectural lamp, so it swivels around and you can bring it up and stuff like that. Now, what I found is that this base, which is the actual base of the lamp, it actually fits one of these screws right here, which is the screws for the tabletop. So as you guys see here, so I unscrewed it, I found a longer screw and then just screwed it in there, and now it's nice and secure. You just run the cables through the back. There's a hole right there, and then you have power, so that way if I need a little bit more light, I can go ahead and turn that on, and then if I don't need to use it, I can just go ahead and swivel it out of the way, and I don't have to worry about it. Now, underneath this cabinet on the top here, you do have a power light strip, and there it is. So that is included with the cabinet, so it does give you some ambient light right here. But again, that other one was, to give me a little bit more of a spotlight feel too, if I wanted to focus on something specific. Now on the top, you just have an open space. I just have a couple of glasses and sunglass boxes and stuff like that. And then just a couple other things. I added this little fan here. Now, let me just show you here on the side also. It does come with a 3 outlet power strip. So I just have a couple things there. I just have one that's plugged into this other one up here, so it gives me a couple extra outlets. So that is included with the workbench as well. So that's really cool. So if you can just plug this in, and then you have 3 outlets right there available to you. Obviously, I just have one for my cell phone charger if I have to do that. Let me show you the sticker right here, so it gives you a little bit of information. Again, this is the Multipurpose Workbench, and it has lighting and outlet. So the maximum bench top capacity is 220 pounds, and then the shelf on the bottom is 200 pounds. Each door is 25 pounds, and then the shelf on the top is 44 pounds. So again, this is by no means something for somebody that's going to be really hardcore into building stuff and things like that, like really big things. This is, again, it's a multi-purpose workbench. So if you're doing videos like I am, or if you're working on small projects, maybe electronic projects and things like that, this particular workbench definitely will come in handy for you. Now, again, it doesn't take up too much room. It's 4 feet across, 2 feet this way, and I'd say about 5 feet tall, give or take, maybe 5'5". So it's fairly compact, which is really nice. But you do get a lot of space to store things, at the bottom, the drawers, the pegboard, the shelf on top, and you can organize your stuff really, really nice. So if you're, that type of person like myself that is either doing videos or small projects and things like that, and you just don't have an area where you can dedicate to those things, I think this particular workbench definitely will solve that issue. So again, that is the multi-purpose workbench from Harbor Freight. $99. If you do get one of those 20% coupons, depending on taxes, it can be anywhere from $85 to $90. So for that price, I think it's really awesome. The instructions are pretty easy to follow, and it took me about an hour and a half to put it together. Again, I had my son helping me, and a couple of the other accessories that I added on. The lamp from IKEA for $9 if you want to do that. It fits really nice into one of the holes of the screws on the tabletop, which is really nice. And then I do recommend, if you want to, you can go ahead and add yourself another power strip, something like that, or maybe down below or whatnot, just to give you a couple more outlets. But you do get the 3 on the sides there. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.